Hello, everyone, and welcome to Family Feud Trivia Night. My name's Amanda. I will be the host tonight, and I am so excited to have you all joining us. So hopefully you were able to catch that little intro video. But if you did miss it, do make sure to leave your team name in the comments and let us know that your team is here. And then if you want, tell us what you're sipping on. So I have a bottle of our rainy day rosé to sip on tonight, and I haven't even poured my glass yet. I was busy getting ready for this, so time to pour my glass of wine. It's Friday night. Happy Friday, everyone. If you haven't tried the rainy day rosé yet, I recommend it. I know a lot of people, it's one of their new favorites. Diana says she's drinking watermelon. That's a good one. We're almost out of watermelon for the time being. So if you really like that one, I'd come in and stock up tomorrow. Jess says hi. Hi, Jess. So let us know what your team name is in the comments. If you haven't joined us before for Family Feud, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. We are going to be starting here soon. And how this game works is you're going to want to think of the most popular answers to each question. So my best example is if we ask you, name a type of cookie. So you're going to want to put chocolate chip, snickerdoodle, and monster, or whatever your favorite cookies are. And you're going to want to list 3 answers for each question. So you'll write your answers down. So don't send them on the comments or send them in a message until I tell you to. So once you have all your answers, you're going to send those to us either through Facebook Messenger, or you can send them to us at our email address, which is events@timberhillwinery.com. And I'm going to put that in the comments right now so you guys don't have to remember that. And then you can either Facebook message your answers and send them via email. And please include your team name with your team's answers so we can help keep track of who's who. Ooh, Tracy is drinking some Sassy Sangria. Team Wine About It is here. Justin's back. Awesome. We've got quite a few returning teams, it looks like. So thank you, everybody, for coming back again tonight. My goal is for 2 weeks from now to hopefully have either the whole game at the winery or at least have some of the teams at the winery. And then we'll see if we still want to do it virtual as well for people who want to stay at home and still participate. So I'm hoping that we can figure out a way to have some teams at the winery and have some fun back at the winery again, but also still have the virtual option so that people who want to stay at home still can join in on the fun. So if you guys have any fun plans for the weekend, we are going to have a Fire and Knife food truck at the winery tomorrow from 11 to 3. If you don't have plans, I definitely recommend coming out, getting some wine and some barbecue. They're going to have brisket, ribs. They've got like this mother of all sandwich. Their menu is amazing. So definitely recommend coming out tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we are going to have Dan playing live music on the patio. So we do have a couple spots left, so please make a reservation if you can. I know sometimes it can be hard to plan ahead, so we are taking walk-ins as we can, but to make sure that you're going to get the table or spot inside or outside that you want to get, the best way to do that is to go to our website, and there's a couple different ways to make a reservation, but we've got the information right on the homepage with the link, and so hopefully you guys can make a reservation and we'll be seeing you in person soon. But in the meantime, I am excited that you are here with us tonight for Family Feud. Riley's team Corkit is here. Awesome. So we'll give the other teams a couple minutes here to make sure everybody's ready to roll. So like I said before, either write down your answers or take them like on your phone. You can send a screenshot or copy and paste it into Messenger, but you're not going to want to send the answers in until the end of the round when I tell you to send your answers in. So a couple people have said what they're sipping on, but I know there's a lot more people out there that haven't. So I'm drinking Rainy Day Rosé tonight, switching it up from my normal Marquette Rosé or La Crescent and going for a little bit more sweeter, refreshing treat tonight. Yeah, this is a good one. I'm excited. All right. So we've got quite a few teams tonight. That's awesome. I'm going to get started here with going through the rules. So we'll get our Family Feud trivia up here. There we go. Okay, so welcome to Feud Time Trivia. The rules for this game are very simple. So it is a survey-based game where they asked 100 Americans a variety of questions, and it's your goal to guess what the most common answers will be. And then the team with the most points at the end of the game will win. There is a tiebreaker question if we need it, so that can be an option. So each question, except for the bonus questions, there will be bonus questions, but each question, main question, you're going to want to write down 3 answers. And if you get the number 1 most popular answer, you'll get 3 points. The number 2 answer, 2 points. And the third most popular answer, you'll get 1 point. So therefore, if you get all 3 of them right, you get 6 points. And then we like to ignore that last rule, so let's ignore it tonight. So the main rules, our teams can have up to 6 players and no outside help of any kind. So try not to cheat and use the internet or your phone. Obviously, since we're playing virtually, this is on the honor system, but just know we're all here to have fun and have a good time. So try not to have the urge to cheat there. So like I said earlier, if we have a tiebreaker, or if we have a tie, we have a tiebreaker question. So I don't think we've had a tie yet virtually. We have had one when we've done it at the winery, but we haven't had a virtual tie yet. And then if there are any questions on interpretations or disputes on the answers, just let me know. We're going to try to stick pretty close to what the thing says instead of, interpreting here and there. So if you guys have any questions before we get started, please leave a comment and I can see those. Diana just said team 3 Wineteers are here. That's awesome. That's a mouthful. Jessica's team is J squared. I like that. Awesome. So also, if you guys want to let us know if you are ready to come back to the winery and play Family Feud, leave a comment and say, can't wait to be at the winery in 2 weeks. And that'll help me get a better idea then on if we're going to be going live again or if we want to do the virtual Family Feud. So, well, let's get started with round 1. I don't see any questions, so let's begin the Family Feud questions. Okay, so round 1, question 1. Name something a person does at the checkout line at a supermarket that slows things down. So name something a person does at the checkout line at a supermarket that slows things down. So question 1, name something a person does at the checkout line at a supermarket that slows things down. Okay, question number 2. What is the worst thing to have to share with a sibling? What is the worst thing to have to share with a sibling? Round 1, question 2. The worst thing to have to share with a sibling. Question 2. What is the worst thing to have to share with a sibling? So we usually start out a little slower at the beginning here, and then we'll pick up pace. So just in case we have some new teams tonight. So question 3, name something you keep in the glove compartment of your car. Name something you keep in the glove compartment of your car. So I am guessing that the 100 Americans that they surveyed were not all in Wisconsin, but I can tell you what my glove compartment is full of. It is Scoopy tokens from Culver's. Anybody else have a glove compartment that is just full of Scoopy tokens from Culver's? Or is it just me? If you don't, then maybe you're missing out. Because even though I am 31 years old, I still get the kids' meal at Culver's all the time. So no judgment, okay? Question 3. Name something you keep in the glove compartment of your car. Question 3. Name something you keep in the glove compartment of your car. Question 4. What traffic sign best describes your lifestyle? What traffic sign best describes your lifestyle? I've got some music here now, thanks to Jeff, aka J Squared here. I didn't get that going earlier. Nice. Question 4. What traffic sign best describes your lifestyle? Question 4. What traffic sign best describes your lifestyle? Moving on to question 5. Name a food or drink that can be consumed either hot or cold. Ooh, I can think of a food or drink that surprisingly can be served hot. And of course, cold. Question 5. Name a food or drink that can be consumed either hot or cold. Question 5. Name a food or drink that can be consumed either hot or cold. Question 6. Name something a patient might do that would make a dentist complain. Something a patient might do that would make a dentist complain. Question 6. Name something a patient might do that would make a dentist complain. Question 7. Name something you would be reluctant to buy at a yard sale. Something you would be reluctant to buy at a yard sale. Question 7. Name something you would be reluctant to buy at a yard sale. Question 7. Something you would be reluctant to buy at a yard sale. Question 8. Name a complaint a pregnant woman might have. Name a complaint a pregnant woman might have. Name a complaint a pregnant woman might have. Next up, we're going to have the bonus question, and then we'll be done with our first round. So question 8, name a complaint a pregnant woman might have. Okay, we're going to move on to the bonus question for round 1. This time we're going to be looking for which one got 0 responses. It's going to be worth 5 points total, all or nothing. The question is, name something people spend their tax returns on. And of these answers, TV, beer and alcohol, furniture, and food. One of these 4 did not get a single response, and that's the one answer you want to write down. So of those 4, write down only one, and please start sending in your answers for round 1. So again, you can send those to us on Facebook Messenger, or you can also send them on our email address, events@timberhillwinery.com. So once you get your answers into us, I'll give you guys 2 minutes here. So this is the 2-minute warning. You'll have 2 minutes to get your answers to us for round 1. In the meantime, go ahead and pour yourself a little more wine if you need to. The last time we played Family Feud, I had this beautiful cheese board, and this time I have nothing but wine, so that's all right. I did get a new microphone. I should be using my new microphone. So please start sending us your answers for round 1. As soon as you have them, start messaging them in. And our lovely events and marketing manager, Paige, is at home helping me tally up all of your scores here. And so as soon as we get the answers in, we are going to go through the answers and have you score yourself to double check. And so you're going to want to score yourself and send us your score when we're done going through the scores. So start sending in your answers, and then we will be going through the scores here in about like 20 seconds. So get those answers in now, guys. Okay, here we go. At this point, if we were at the winery, we'd have you pass your sheet to a neighboring team. Instead, make sure you pass it to us, because we're going to start going through our round 1 answers. Question 1. Answers for round 1. This question, something a person does at the checkout line at the supermarket that slows things down. They use coupons, they talk, or need a price check. So if you have used coupons, you get 3 points. Talk is worth 2 points, and price check is worth 1 point. So remember to score yourself here and keep track of your score so we can double check your score with the answers that you sent in. Number 2, what is the worst thing to have to share with a sibling? That's going to be clothes for 3 points, bedroom for 2 points, and bed for 1 point. So if you have clothes, that's worth 3 points. Bedroom is worth 2 points, and bed is worth 1 point. Question 3. Name something you keep in the glove compartment. Registration, insurance papers, and a map. There's probably a lot of people that don't have maps in their cars nowadays, I would say. Are you guys old school? Do some of you have a map still in your car? I don't think I do. I definitely have the registration and the insurance papers in the glove box, so that makes sense. Question 4. What traffic sign best describes your lifestyle? This is an interesting one. I don't know. Stop, green light, and yellow light or slow down. So if you have stop, that was 3 points. Green light, 2 points. Yellow light or slow down is worth 1 point. Becky says, map, what's that? I like it. Question 5. The answer is name a food or drink that can be consumed either hot or cold. Tea, pizza, and coffee. I don't know about the pizza one. I'm kind of particular about my pizza. I like my pizza hot. So tea, 3 points, pizza, 2 points, coffee, 1 point. How pizza beat out coffee for this answer is beyond me. Do you guys like cold pizza? Question 6. Let's name something a patient might do that a dentist would complain about. Bite, move too much, or scream. That would be pretty crazy if you're at the dentist and all of a sudden you hear screaming in the next patient over from you. I don't know. Thankfully, I've never heard screaming at the dentist. Bites were 3 points, move too much, 2 points, and scream, 1 point. And apparently, Jessica, cold pizza is her jam. So there are some of you crazy people out there that like cold pizza, I guess. I like cold wine. So question 7, answers to something you would be reluctant to buy at a yard sale. You might not want to pick up some underwear, shoes, or food. So if you have underwear, that's 3 points, shoes 2 points, and food is worth 1 point. So next time you need some of these items, maybe think about just going to the regular store, not hitting up a yard sale. For question 8, a complaint a pregnant woman might have. Her clothes don't fit. Back pain. And hungry. So clothes don't fit, 3 points. Back pain, 2 points. and hungry is worth 1 point. Next up, we have the answers for our bonus question, or answer, singular. And then we're going to kick off round 2. So for the bonus question, name something people spend their tax return on. If you had beer and alcohol, apparently that did not get any responses. So you get 5 points. So beer and alcohol was the answer that got 0 responses to what people spend their tax returns on. Yeah, I agree with Jessica. Those people were not from Wisconsin. I would like to know where they find these people. Okay, so please start tallying up your scores and send them to us on Messenger or to our email address. And then we will hopefully get you your score update in a bit. Jess has a question that for the pregnancy question, would you take cravings for hungry? I think that is a fair trade. So yeah, I'll take cravings. That one was hungry was the 1 point answer. So if you have cravings, we can do that for 1 point for hungry. If you guys have any other questions, leave them in the comments. Otherwise, please send in your score total for round 1 now that we've gone through all the answers and points. And then we're going to get started here with the round 2 questions in 1 minute. So get ready. I think Jeff did a really good job. I'm digging this music. So thank you, Jeff, for the lovely tunes in the background here. Digging it. This might just be some good work background music. I like it. Maybe you guys can't even hear it. I don't know. All right, let's get started with round 2. I will let you know if we get a score update here once you guys send in your scores. But let's start with round 2, question 1. Name something you should keep secret even from your partner. Name something you should keep secret even from your partner. That's a tricky one. Question 1. Name something you should keep secret even from your partner. I'm going to top my glass off. This rainy day is very good. I'm more of a dry wine drinker, and so it's kind of a refreshing semi-sweet wine. It's not too sweet, but still very smooth. I'm digging it. Jeff says the one ring to rule them all. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Okay, let's go to round 2, question 2. Name something a couple does after the kids move out. So name something a couple does after the kids move out. Once they've got that empty nest, what are they doing? Question 2. Name something a couple does after the kids move out. Question 3. Name a term for someone who thinks very highly of himself. A term for someone who thinks very highly of himself. Question 3. Name a term for someone who thinks very highly of himself. Question 4. What is the first thing you do if you were stranded on a deserted island? What is the first thing you do if you were stranded on a deserted island? Question 4. The first thing you'd do if you were stranded on a deserted island. It looks like we might have a score update here from Paige. So I am going to put that up on the screen here. So just an update. Team Corkit is in third place, and Oak Magic is in second, and Whineabout is leading the way in first right now after round 1. But we've still got the round 2 here to go, and round 4 we all know is the double point round, so you could come back and win her all. Let's go to question 5. Name something a parent might miss about their younger years. Name something a parent might miss about their younger years. Question 5. Name something a parent might miss about their younger years. Question 6. Name something almost every bride wants at her wedding. Name something almost every bride wants at her wedding. Question 6. Name something almost every bride wants at her wedding. Question 7. Name an article of clothing you can't wash in the washing machine. Name an article of clothing you can't wash in the washing machine. An article of clothing you can't wash in the washing machine. Not any clothing I own. I don't even care about colors. I just throw it all in the wash machine and then all in the dryer. Question 7. Name an article of clothing you can't wash in the washing machine. Question 8. If your husband could get one quality from James Bond, what would you want it to be? If your husband, man, person, whoever could get one quality from James Bond, what would you want it to be? Question 8. If your husband could get one quality from James Bond, what would you want it to be? Let's see what the round 2 bonus question is going to be. A 50-50 worth 5 points. So which of the following 2 answers was the top response to the question, name a person you wouldn't kiss under the mistletoe? So of these 2 answers between parent and sibling, one of these was the top response to who you would not want to kiss under the mistletoe. So write down one of those 2. You have a 50-50 shot. And then as soon as you write them down, send them to us on Facebook Messenger, or you can send them to us via email, events@timberhillwinery.com. So please start sending in your round 2 answers. You've got a 50-50 shot on this bonus question, but it's a tough one because hopefully you probably do not want to kiss either of these people under a mistletoe. So this is the 2-minute warning. You have 2 minutes to send in your answers for round 2, and then we will go through the actual answers. So please start sending in your answers for round 2. If we were at the winery, we'd be having you pass your sheets here to a neighboring team. All right, get your answers in, and we're going to start going through the round 2 answers. What are you keeping a secret from your partner? Your weight? Affairs? And dating history. So if you have weight, that's worth 3 points. Affairs worth 2 points, and dating history is worth 1 point. So remember to keep track of your score and send that in after we go through the answers here. Weight is 3 points, affairs 2 points, and dating history 1 point. Question 2 was name something a couple does after the kids move out. They travel, rekindle romance, and downsize. Travel 3 points, rekindle the romance 2 points, and downsize is going to be worth 1 point. Moving to question 3. Name a term for someone who thinks very highly of himself. Conceited, arrogant, and cocky. For that last question, Jake asked if move equals downsize. I would agree. I even thought about saying move as an option. So if you have move, that's worth 1 point. Then for question 3, we have conceited is 3 points, arrogant is 2 points, and cocky is 1 point. Question 4, what is the first thing you do if you were stranded on a deserted island? Build a shelter, find food, or it says find, but I think it means find fresh water. So you're going to either build a shelter, find food, or find fresh water. So shelter, food, water. That's what you're going to need if you are stranded on a deserted island. If you guys are big Naked and Afraid fans, maybe this was an easy question for you. Question 5 answers to something a parent might miss about their younger years. Freedom, dating, and youthful appearance. So they might miss their freedom, dating, or their youthful appearance. Becky asked if free time counts as freedom. I would say yes, that's free time, freedom. Question 6, the answer is to name something almost every bride wants at her wedding. Flowers, cake, and of course, maybe a groom. So flowers, 3 points, cake, 2 points, and groom is 1 point. Question 7. An article of clothing you can't wash in the washing machine. Your shoes, your bra, and a hat. Shoes, 3 points, bra, 2 points, and hat is worth 1 point. If your husband could be like James Bond, you'd want him to look like James Bond, charm, and sophistication. So the qualities you want your husband to have from James Bond would be the looks, the charm, and the sophistication. So to the 50-50 question on who do you not want to kiss under that mistletoe, between parent and sibling, the top answer was sibling. So if you have sibling, you get 5 points. If you have parent, you get 0. Jake wants to know if personality equals charm for that last James Bond one. I would say, yeah, you can have a charming personality. So I'll let that one go. Sure. Personality. Ooh, and Tracy says, does sexy count as looks? Yeah, I mean, sexy is looks. So we'll count that one too. So for this one, if you've got sibling, you got the 5 points. If you have parent, unfortunately, you did not get any points. If you have your total score for round 2, please Facebook Messenger or email that to us. And we are going to get started here with round 3 in about 2 minutes. So get your scores in. Ooh, Becky wants to know a quick question on the answers from the last round here. So charm was the 2-point answer. So if you had personality, we'll count that as charm. Sounds like a couple teams had that, so. Send in your round 2 scores, please. I'm going to get a drink of water and be right back here in just 1 minute, and we'll start round 3. All right, so I have a score update here from Paige. So in 3rd place, we have Team Corkit. In 2nd place, Oak Magic. And 1st place, Wine About It. So we didn't have a lot of change, but we've got not a huge point difference overall with most of the teams. So everybody, I would say, has got a shot here. So awesome. Thank you, Paige, for that score update. And I am going to be spicing it up here quite literally. I ran out of rainy day rosé, so now I'm going to have a little spiced white. I made a spiced white sangria, aka spiced sangria, the other day. And so now I've been on a little spiced white kick too. So let's get started with round 3, everybody. Round 3, question 1. Name an accent that many Americans consider sexy. An accent that many Americans consider sexy. I would say a Midwestern or Wisconsin accent, right? Round 3, question 1. Name an accent that many Americans consider sexy. Question 2. Name something two people on a date might share. Name something two people that are on a date might share with each other. Kathy asked, what is this song? I don't know. There's no like song titles or names, but it's just like a 1-hour playlist that I've got that's copyright free music. So if we play music that is copyrighted in the background, they'll take down our video. So we don't want that. Question 3. Name something of yours that you'd be angry to find a partner snooped into. So name something that you'd be angry to find out that your partner was snooping in it. Round 3, question 3. Name something of yours that you'd be angry to find a partner snooped into. Question 4. Name a food that people get fed in a romantic situation. Name a food that people get fed in a romantic situation. Question 4, a food that people get fed in a romantic situation. Question 5, name something a woman might wish her husband had more of. So something a woman might wish her husband had more of. Now you can only name 3 things. Just all you ladies out there, you can only name 3, not 100, okay? All right. Question 6. Name something a drive-through worker might forget to give you that would be annoying. Question 6. Something a drive-through worker might forget to give you that would be annoying. I like Becky's comment here. Anyone else notice as it goes on and you have more wine, it's harder to think of 3 things. Don't judge our third answers too much. We won't judge you at all. Don't worry. Question 6, something a drive-through worker might forget to give you that would be annoying. Question 7, name a room in the house people like to read. Name a room in the house where people like to read. Yeah, Jessica's going to agree with you on that one, Becky. I'm sure a lot of people listening are. Becky, we can put you in my shoes, and the more wine you have, the easier it is to read these questions. Especially when the person that made the slides misspells words, like puts tinned instead of, or tined instead of fine. Question 7. Name a room in the house people like to read. So this question, for example, I would say there needs to be a where. Name a room in the house where people like to read. Because I don't think you can read a room. Becky's doing a lot of reading in her garage, apparently. Okay, question 8. Name another kind of soda besides Coke. Okay, side question, do you call it soda or do you call it pop? Leave that in the comment section. Do you call it soda or do you call it pop? I call it pop. So name another kind of pop besides Coke. Are you guys team soda or team pop? Jeff cheated. He said team soda pop. Don't shortchange it. My mother-in-law calls it sody pop, which is super cute. All right, let's go to this bonus question for round 3. This time, guess the order. It's going to be worth 5 points again. Jake's team pop. Awesome. Okay, round 3 bonus question. Name the correct order of the responses to the following question. What part of a bicycle would it be tough to ride without? The top answers were seat, wheels, and pedals. So with those 3 answers, you have to put them in the exact order of which one was the most popular, second most popular, and third most popular. So if a bicycle didn't have a seat, wheels, or pedals, it would be tough to ride. Which of these parts are the most important? The seat, the wheels, or the pedals? Once you have your round 3 answers, send them in. We're ready for them. Send in your round 3 answers, please. So if you missed it earlier, we are going to have Fire and Knife barbecue truck coming to the winery tomorrow from 11 to 3. You can go to timberhillwinery.com and make a reservation for a table. You can also go to their Facebook page, Fire and Knife Barbecue, and pre-order your food. Last time they ended up selling out before their time was up, and they sold out of the ribs after like 30 minutes. So if you really want ribs tomorrow, you better get those ordered now too. Hopefully. I know barbecue takes a long time, so they might already be smoking those ribs. Who knows? I don't know what their smoke time is, but we've got a poll going I saw in our Club Weinstein Facebook group. So if you're not in the Club Weinstein Facebook group, check that out. And we've got a poll going to see what everybody's going to be munching on tomorrow with the barbecue truck. Me personally, I am a pulled pork fan, so that's what I'm probably going to be grabbing. And then on Sunday, we're going to have live music at the winery, and we're going to go live too. So you can either stop in and enjoy some wine on the patio or enjoy some wine on your own patio. So we're going to be going through the round 3 answers in like 30 seconds. So get your answers into us, please. And then we'll go through the answers and you can score yourself. And Paige is doing a wonderful job tonight keeping up with the scoring. So thank you very much, Paige. All right. Refill your drink if you need one. The Spice White is like drinking apple pie. It's so good. Okay, let's go on to round 3 answers. So the accent that Americans consider sexy would be French for 3 points, Italian for 2 points, and Spanish for 1 point. I'm really surprised there isn't an English accent there. So French, 3 points, Italian, 2 points, and Spanish, 1 point. Yeah, Becky says, what are these bogus accents? How come there was no like Wisconsin or Minnesota accent? All right, question 2, something 2 people on a date might share. A kiss, a drink, and food. Kiss is 3 points, drink 2 points, food 1 point. I would say meal would be a good one for food. If you have dessert or meal for food, that's good. I think a couple of the ladies out there, Jess is also upset as Becky about the accent answers. So, I don't know. Hopefully you guys did better on this question. All right. Question 3 answers. Oh, we've got a couple of questions from question 2. Both Diana asked if shake counts for a drink. I would say yes. And Jake, since, this is Timber Hill Winery, I think a bottle of wine definitely should count as a drink. If you aren't sharing a bottle of wine on a date, then that's not a date I want to be on. All right, question 3 answers. Something of yours that you'd be angry to find a partner snooped into. Your cell phone, your purse or wallet, and your diary. Does anyone still have a diary? Let me know. If you have a diary and you're not afraid to say it, let us know in the comments. Although I guess there's like a new big thing about these bullet journals. I've seen a lot of bullet journals. So that's I think the new modern cool diary is a bullet journal. So if you had cell phone, that's 3 points. Purse or wallet is 2 points. And diary, or we'll also accept journal, is worth 1 point. Okay, question 4. A food that people get fed in a romantic situation would be strawberries, chocolate, and grapes. Ooh, how about chocolate dipped strawberries? Now we're talking. Strawberries was 3 points, chocolate 2 points, and grapes are worth 1 point. 5, something a woman might wish her husband had more of. Money, hair, and time. So Jess wants to know if chocolate-covered strawberries count for anything. So I would say one or the other. So if you had 3 different answers, then one of them you cannot count. And then I would say the chocolate-covered strawberries could count as strawberries. So you can get 3 points for strawberries. And then if you had the other, I don't know if that makes sense. So you can get the 3 points for strawberry. And then I don't know what your other answers were, but if you only had 3 down. So one of them probably is not one of the other ones. So hopefully that makes sense and sounds fair. Again, I'm starting to increase my own wine consumption. So, okay, so question 6. Name something a drive-through worker might forget to give you that would be annoying. A straw, change, or napkins. Man, my answer would have been condiments. Like they forget the ketchup or the ranch all the time. Drives me nuts. But forgetting a straw or your change or some napkins, that's annoying too. So straw, 3 points, change, 2 points, and napkins, 1 point. Question 7, a room in the house where you're going to read. Your bedroom, living room, and your den. Bedroom, living room, den. Sorry, Becky, I guess garage was not a popular reading place. Bedroom, 3 points. Living room, 2 points. And den, 1 point. I feel like this answer is also good for places, rooms in your house where you would like to drink wine. Bedroom, living room, den. Yeah. Question 8. Another kind of soda or pop or soda pop besides Coke. You got Sprite, Pepsi, and root beer. Ooh. Sprite, 3 points. Pepsi, 2 points. And root beer is 1 point. Tracy asked if study would count as den. I would say, yeah, sure. For 1 point, why not? Let's see what the bonus order was for the bonus question. So you have to have these in this exact order. So you can't ride a bike without them pedals or a seat or wheels. How wheels was the last answer is a bit concerning, but I guess pedals would be pretty hard too. You can definitely ride it without a seat, but the pedals and the wheels, those are pretty important components. So again, you have to have pedals, seat, wheels, and then you get all 5 points. If you don't have it listed that way, then unfortunately you do not get any points. So please send in your point totals for round 3 to our Facebook Messenger and or email. And we will hopefully have a score update after our round 3 scores come in. And we're going to be moving on to round 4, the double point round, in just 1 minute. So start sending in them scores. And refill your glass. even if it's just water. Water is good too. I try to alternate. Okay, here we go. Round 4, question 1. Name something that kids and adults both collect. Something that both kids and adults like to collect. Jeff and Jake are losing hope in humanity at those bike answers. That was an interesting, I don't know. So for round 4, question 1, you want to name something that both kids and adults are going to be collecting. Question 2, name something moms tell their children not to climb on. So question 2, name something moms tell their children not to climb on. Question 2, something moms tell their children not to climb on. Question 3. No, not 4. 3. Skipped there. Question 3. A place where a couple should never fight. Name a place where a couple should never fight. We're going to check in with Paige here and have an update on our scores for round 3. So we did have a little mix-up here with the leading team. So right now, The Moscato is in third, Oak Magic in second, and Wine About It is still in first. So who knows though? We've got this double point round happening right now. So it's kind of, anybody's game still. So we've got not a huge difference between the different teams. But here's your score update from Paige. Thank you so much, Paige. Back to question 3 for round 4. Name a place where a couple should never fight. Question 4. What? I keep skipping almost question. Okay, question 4. Something the Guinness record holder for longest fingernails would have trouble doing. This is a good one. Something the Guinness record holder for longest fingernails would have trouble doing. I will say it is going to be an adjustment when we go back to having Family Feud at the winery again. I have kind of mastered the at-home virtual Family Feud. I'm going to have to take a picture here and post my setup because it's pretty nice. And I can drink as much wine as I want because I'm already at home. I don't have to worry about driving home from the winery. So it's going to be an adjustment when we go back here to the winery, but it'll also be good to see everybody again. So I'm sure that will outweigh me missing doing it here at home virtually. Question 4. Something the Guinness record holder for longest fingernails would have trouble doing. Now we have question 5. Besides call the police, name something you would do after your house was robbed. Besides calling the police, name something you would do after your house was robbed. Question 5. Besides call the police, name something you would do after your house was robbed. Here we go with question 6. Name something that might cause a feud with your neighbors. Something that might cause a feud with your neighbors. Question 6. Name something that might cause a feud with your neighbors. Question 7. Name something a person might rush to catch. Something a person might rush to catch. Question 7. Name something a person might rush to catch. Question 8. Name something you might see tied to the roof of a car. Something you might see tied to the roof of a car. Question 8. Name something you might see tied to the roof of a car. Okay, we're going to move on to the round 4 bonus question. Last question for tonight before we go through our answers. So this time we want the top 2 answers. It's going to be worth 10 points because this is a double round. The bonus question, name the top 2 answers to the following question. Name a food that's noisy when people eat it. So you have to name the top 2 answers, all or nothing, to the question, a food that's noisy when people eat it. So get your bonus question answer down and send in those round 4 answers as soon as you can. And we will start going through the round 4 answers in 2 minutes. Again, the bonus question is name a food that's noisy when people eat it. And this time you can only write down 2 answers, and hopefully they are going to be the top 2. And it's going to be all or nothing. Then we'll be going through the round 4 answers, and you can score yourself. So what used to be worth 3 points will be worth 6, 2 will be worth 4, and 1 will be worth 2. Or if you don't feel like doing a whole lot of math because you've maybe had some wine, you can always just double your score at the end. So if you guys haven't made your reservation, we are open again for tastings and glasses of wine. We are just strongly encouraging everybody to make a reservation because we have a limited capacity. That's going to guarantee that you're going to get a table or a spot, because if we do get too many people inside or outside, we unfortunately will have to turn people away because we want to make sure that everybody is having a good time safely as well. So we are doing whatever we can to keep everybody safe, but also get people out of the house and still having a good time, and come sip on some wine and see what the new stuff is all about, and hopefully take a bottle or 2 or 12 home with you. So if you haven't made a reservation yet, check out timberhillwinery.com, and we've got the reservations up on our website. The process to make a reservation, I think we've made it pretty easy. So hopefully you can figure it out. If you can't, definitely just give us a call. We can make it for you. Send us a Facebook message or an email, and we'll be more than happy to go ahead and make that reservation for you. So we just want to see you guys. And we are, like I said, open for tastings and glasses of wine. We're doing pre-packaged food right now, so we don't have our regular kitchen menu going. We're doing just like packaged cheese trays, and then chips and salsa. You just get the whole bag and the whole jar. It's all yours, which I like better. I love my chips and salsa, so just give me the whole bag and jar. I'll eat it all. Okay, guys, get your round 4 answers in. We're going to start going through them. Pretend like you're passing it to your neighboring team. Okay, round 4 answers. Here we go. Question 1. Something that kids and adults collect would be coins, baseball cards, and stamps. So coins will be worth 6 points, baseball cards 4 points, and stamps 2 points. Question 2, something moms tell their children not to climb on. Furniture, trees, and the countertop. Something that moms tell their children not to climb on. Furniture, trees, and countertop. So just remember, this round is worth double points. So you can either double it now or wait and just double the whole score at the end. Three, a place where a couple should never fight. A place of worship, a restaurant, and in bed. So you better not be fighting where you worship, or restaurant, or in bed. Question 4, something the Guinness record holder for longest fingernails would have trouble doing. They're going to struggle typing, of course, then eating, or blowing their nose? That third one might have thrown you off. That one threw me off. Typing, that hopefully was a no-brainer. Eating, okay. Blowing nose, that's, I guess I can see it. Typing, eating, and blowing their nose. It's going to be pretty tricky if you've got some long fingernails. Question 5. Besides call the police, what are you doing after you get robbed? Get an alarm. You're going to move or maybe cry. Get an alarm. I would say get an alarm or a security system, some kind of security. Move or cry. Fair enough. I think we'd all be a little upset for sure. Six, something that might cause a feud with your neighbors. Noise, a property dispute, or the dogs or pets. So if you got too much noise, maybe you got a little property dispute going on, or if your dogs or pets cause a little too much commotion, that's not going to make your neighbors too happy. Question 7 answers. Something a person might rush to catch. A bus, a train, or an airplane. You might rush to catch a bus, catch a train, or catch an airplane. Okay, we're getting close to the end of the answers here. Something you might see tied to the roof of a car would be a Christmas tree. That's a pleasant picture. A suitcase or a mattress. Christmas tree, suitcase, and mattress. Or if you're in Wisconsin and it's hunting season, you might see a deer. Okay, then we have our bonus question, top 2 answers. A food that's noisy when you eat it. We got chips and popcorn. I mean, I 110% agree with chips. Popcorn, I don't know. All right, so you got to have chips and popcorn. That one's all or nothing. So if you have both of those, you get the whole 10 points. Don't double the 10 points. 10 points is already doubled. So if you have chips and popcorn, you get 10 points total for the bonus question. Then if you do not have one of them, you get 0 points. And if you don't have either of them, you get 0 points. And once you have your round 4 answers, well, you already sent us your answers, hopefully. So send us your score now. And then we will check in with Paige here soon. And once you guys send in your scores and she double checks it, I think since we have kind of a smaller number of teams tonight, still a great turnout, but definitely a smaller number of teams. So she's been able to keep up with the scoring very well. So awesome job to Paige here. And we'll wait and see in case we need to do a tiebreaker or anything. We can always come back to our game here. So stay tuned and we can hopefully just announce the winners live here. And in the meantime, if you haven't heard, we have a bunch of new wine. So today, as soon as I'm done with Family Feud, I'm going to take this glass of wine and just go lay in bed because we bottled probably close to 1,000 bottles of wine today. So we bottled the Crazy Crane Cord, which if you have not had that yet, you are going to want to come in as soon as you can because Crazy Crane Cord is amazing. If you like Thursday or if you like cranberry or if you like them both, then you're going to love this one. So it's Crancord, which means Cranberry Concord. So that we got bottled today. It's on the shelves. You can go buy a bottle tomorrow morning. That actually would be really good with barbecue, I think. A little sweet and savory. And then you can come in. We've got Selfie Sangria. So we've got, I still need to count how many people are on the Selfie Sangria bottle. But it's so pretty. It's so fun to see all the friendly faces that we have on the label. So thank you to everybody who submitted a photo and made this such a beautiful bottle. And even if you're not on the bottle, this wine is so good. I am usually a drier wine drinker, but the Selfie Sangria, it's got peach and mango in it, and I think it'd be really good out on the patio, especially this weekend's going to be really nice, I hope. And so you guys can come in and get some Selfie Sangria and sit on the patio and enjoy the live music. We've got Dan coming on Sunday at 2:00 or tomorrow. Come out for barbecue from 11 to 3. And guess what? Here we go. Drum roll, please. We've got our winners. So congratulations to Wine About It. You are the winner tonight for Family Feud. Not too far behind them was Team Cork-It. And in third place is Moscato. I'll get it eventually. So awesome. Yay. Congratulations to all of the teams. And thank you so much to everyone who participated. I hope you guys all had a fun time enjoying Family Feud virtually again. And of course, our plan is for 2 weeks from now to have Family Feud live at the winery. And so if you are interested in coming to the winery and having Family Feud there, please send us a message or just go ahead and reserve a table and let us know that that's why you want to come. If you don't want to come to the winery, if you're trying to just still chill at home, maybe shoot us a message and give us some feedback and say, hey, can you please do it virtually too so that we can join in, because I'm trying to stay at home still right now. So thank you so much, everybody. I hope you guys had a great time tonight, and I am going to be refilling my glass here and having a snack and maybe watch a little TV and go to bed so that I will be ready for a busy weekend ahead here. And I hope to see you all very soon, whether it be at the winery or virtually. So thank you very much and cheers. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.